We've all done bad things.
Pomni says this after Jangle says stuff about being there for each other, after Zubal tries to call out Jax, after Jax tries to be funny, after Jax showed the group that he's actually willing on trapping everybody just for his own stuff. This statement, what Pomni means by this is, each character has done some negative things towards each other at some point in the story, and it's true. No one is a saint here. However, there's actually another thing Pomni is implying, and that is, they are all equal of faults towards each other. They've all done bad things, equals they have all equal faults on each other. With all that said, tell me, you watched this show from episode 1 to 8. Do you think they're actually all equal of fault? Of course, you don't need to think about it because the answer is obviously no. Some have more fault than the others, and one just the worst of them all. Even if you consider Zubal helping a lot in triggering Kane, or Kinger creating Kane, or being crazy, these two are more unknowing or unintentional, at least for now with Kinger because maybe there's more for him. This one guy, however, arguably worse, or at least for now worse, because there's actual malicious intent in his actions. Jax. Oh, they are his playthings, bullying people around him and making their life an already depressing stuff even more unbearable, especially for Gangle, the softest out of the bunch. Do you know what happens to some people that gets constantly bullied, especially when they're already down? That's right, they become depressed, maybe to the point of not wanting to live. It's kinda similar to what is happening to the circus. To some people, they become these monsters, you know, you call them abstraction. So tell me again if these people are equal. No, they are not. Honestly, Pomni, did you wash your mouth in between episode 7 and 8? Pomni is just fucked in the head, I guess. Like, she is seeing Jax doing these mean stuff. Obviously a piece of shit guy, but for some reason she still gravitates to him. Like, it's not even in an I can fix him kind of way, more like she just does not give a fuck what happens, casually going with Jax after seeing what he's doing with the other people, while also acting casually to the people who he is a piece of shit towards too. Just so weird. Okay, some people might try to defend this. Maybe you will say that this statement is in bad faith, what she said is incomplete, or maybe none, I don't know. I just want to transition to a point quickly, okay? So how about we actually complete the full context, because really, it will shine more on how bad this general scene really is. No, everything about episode 8, because episode 8 is fucking ass. So, full context.
She's right. We've all done bad things, but we're also all we've got.
And this is after Gangle said,
He's right though. It doesn't matter what could have happened. We could argue about it and hurt each other all day long, but that's not gonna help anybody. I think what we need to do now is to just be there for each other.
After Jax showed them that he is willing on trapping everyone here, even trying to make jokes about it, and Zubal calling out Jax, taking this way too lightly. Listen here, Gangle, Pomni, it fucking matters. It will help everyone here. You guys are all you've got, right? You want to be there for each other, right? But here's the thing. In order to do all that, make sure that no one is out there ruining it for everybody. Actually be a solid group that got each other's back. No betrayals. And Jax is that guy that can ruin the bond of the group the most. No matter how you are there for each other, there's still a high chance Jax will intentionally fuck it up for the rest. Look what happened with the button. You need to fix this ASAP. This show really likes Jax, right? Really opposite to the audience's reaction, and he could have been more likable or bearable to the actual audience if he got more shit and not getting away with it, instead of letting go of Jax just like that, like how many times already. This is supposed to be where we are finally going to call out Jax after maybe I don't know how many hours of being a piece of shit towards them. Why are you like this, Jax? We are all suffering here, but why you like this? Fuck you. No, He should have been called out from the beginning, maybe even huge hate towards him because he is such a piece of shit. People moving far away from him as much as possible and making him a redeemable and likable character that gets justifiably forgiven will be hard with that character. He is too far gone. He genuinely needs a lot of work from the start to actually offset his level of piece of shittery to being someone deserving of forgiveness. I don't know why they even made him be that bad. They could have made him more tamer to make an arc for him easier, but not to the point of trying to drive people to abstraction, you know? They just made the work harder for themselves. Or maybe if he is still like that, the level of piece of shittery, at least make it in a way that he will be trying hard to atone for his sins, but the other group members will have a long time before they actually accept him. Or maybe they forgive him, but that does not mean hanging out with him, you know? He is still an outcast overall. Or maybe just, I don't know, Jax. Yay! Fuck this guy, man. Abuse of the relationship allegory, something. Sometimes you need to cut off shit in your life, you know? Yes, seeing someone go abstract is bad, but so is people who makes people abstract, you know? Just leave him just like that, okay? To the other characters, I don't know if this is intentional or not, or just writing issue. I lean more on writing issue. Okay, so I talked about how Pomni just lets go of Jax just like that, even from the start. But really, this is for everyone, and Pomni is more of a special case. Because of how they just let Jax be like that from the start, the lack of shitting on Jax, it feels like they don't give a fuck about each other. They see someone getting shit on by Jax, they just let it happen. There should be more clapback to Jax, but no. Again, I said that no one is a saint here, but at the same time, I don't even think they accounted for that here. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is one of its major inspiration. Their long torment and immortality actually warps something worse to something not that bad. Like Jax putting Ragata to the fryer is actually not that bad in their eyes. That is why Gangle didn't help her. But to someone normal like us, it's really bad. That is why they let go of Jax just like that. They just call him, quote unquote, a pain in the ass. And you think that there's something like that here? But then they actually show you stuff where they are affected with Jax or some stuff that hurts them or irritates them, which makes this thing about them being used to some stuff in the world somewhat inconsistent on how they get affected on. But also, another thing that should have shown more about this, Pomni. She is just a new member and she's not used to all of these. Her reaction to Jax throwing her outside of the truck and being stretched is way too weak. Obviously really bad, such a piece of shit thing to do to your coworker, your friend, whatnot. She is still not used to the physics or cartoon effects of everything about this world or the immortality or being trapped here or Jax in general. There should be more reactions to her as a newcomer if that's the case, that everyone here is just really used to being bullied, whatnot, or everything. They could have played more with Pomni being the newcomer. Pomni still aware of what's fucked up or not, sees someone being fried and she freaks out. The others, however, they see it more tame, something like this. Again, reaction of a newcomer to the cartoon physics. The others might have forgotten some humanity, used to the cartoon stuff that they might have been doing something questionable. Maybe Pomni will remind them of some of it. Like, she should have also been the one to call out Jax, seeing him as these demon or the other people. She is so weirded out by them because they're not helping each other. I don't know what they've done to her. Maybe she is like a sociopath or something. IRL, I don't know. Maybe Kane is actually lying and changing at least some of the brains of these people. Or maybe it is just writing oversight. I don't know. Well, everything about this not helping that much or not calling out Jax that much, you could have let it slide as some gags, you know, because it is what they're trying to do. It is framed as a gag. But here is the thing. This show also has abstraction. It has connection to mental deterioration. And the stuff that Jax do to other people pretty sure contributes to it. You cannot be talking about mental deterioration as some sort of consequence in the world while also making it as a gag to just be ignored or not have consequence. But no, Jax is forgiven just like that because, yeah, Jax, we forgive you. We're all in this together. Which leads us to the next point. In the same scene, they also try to develop them as a group. All they got is each other now. But it's so unearned. Aside from the Jax stuff, they also did not give any conflict to the group that can make the relationship seen as strong. Challenging the relationship between each other that actually leads to a more solid bond towards each other. Like, example, maybe calling each other's flaws, like, oh, Ragata, I hate how you feel fake, or Zubul being a buzzkill. Some conflict that forces people to share the flaws, but this also leads to development from these flaws. Maybe Ragata, because of all this, she's now comfortable in sharing how she truly feels, even the negatives, instead of trying to be positive all the time. She can now do that because the group showed her that they are to be trusted. She actually feels close to them. Really, Ragata is so done dirty in here, even though there's something more for her. Actually make her be close to Zubul and Gangle, not just chasing Pomni all around. Actually make the group a group, not just a segmented group of each other that is combined. Which that's actually how the group feels, even though they try to say that, oh my god, they're all in this together. Maybe even put something about them not helping each other with Jax's bullying from the start. Then also maybe put this in a situation wherein this is also where they will realize that they're all there for each other. Like, okay, yeah, this is pretty good. After realizing that there's no hope being pranked by Kane, if we are really going to be together for a really long time, we might as well be there for each other. That's pretty good. Help each other out through Kane or the abstraction. That's pretty good. And that's the only thing good I can say about this scene, because there is another problem. After this, the development of the group, they also just accepted that they are trapped, and how about just live their best lives here just like that. It's so unearned how they just accepted it just like that. Oh yeah, we will accept that we will be trapped just like that. Woo, we all have each other, forced to be on an adventure forever. It's not like it's a very mind-shattering news. It's so bad. It's stupid. It's stupid. It should never be that simple to accept being trapped forever in a digital world where you have a life to live outside. There should be more to these people about that news. I don't even know why the story brought it up to begin with, especially after in the end where they actually circle back to it. Anyways, we will circle back to that later, wink wink. But really, all of this, Jax being forgiven just like that, in spite all, developing the relationship, accepting that they are all trapped. There's another one in the first of all this, which is their feelings about being pranked by Kane, how painful it is to be shown a way out, but whoopsie. Just read this if you are interested. I don't want to break my flow. All of these are all done in less than 5 minutes in episode 8. All of these supposedly important story beats, all done in less than 5 minutes. And yeah, it's pretty shitty. I don't know why the ending is the only thing getting shit on. It's all from the start. You should have already seen this at least when episode 8 rolled out, because really, episode 8 sets up episode 9. These stuff in episode 8 will continue in episode 9. So now with the ending spoilers. Okay, I forgot to mention from the start, I'm not paying to watch it in cinemas, okay? Fuck that shit. I'll just wait for YouTube release. I mean, I don't like the show that much to see it in a big screen, and I also don't think it's in cinemas where I am at, so I'm just basing it on spoilers based on some videos or comments of said videos, and I did not really see all of the spoilers, so just some. Yeah, I can LARP it out with pirate stuff, but let's wait for the HD version. So yeah, starting this off, Jax. Yeah, nobody likes him, obviously. He is just so shitty to the point that it's really hard to redeem him with just one episode. And I think in episode 9, it actually gets worse. His sins, he just becomes way more irredeemable. So him forgiven just like that, Oh, I don't know, man. Honestly, she could have at least stayed dead to just, yay, yay. People really put Pomni on the spot and sucking Jax, but really it's all of them again. They lack the calling out Jax. He should have been called out from the beginning. Next. Oh, turns out they're just mental copies of original transferred in the program. Okay, I'll say this, just because it's predicted does not mean it's bad, okay? Oh my god, MatPat guessed it with one pilot. Bitch, do you know how many fucking movies or just stories MatPat consumes that contributes to this theories? A lot, okay? A lot. There's a lot of fucking books there and stories there, especially now wherein it's so accessible. However, the execution where it actually matters, I am 100% sure that the way they accepted it will be lacking. They already showed you how they handled it in episode 8. High chance it will not change in episode 9. Lacking in agony, lacking in drama. We will just accept it like that, be happy with it, weepy, weepy, weepy. In just how many minutes? Or just a small talk, even though it should not be a small talk because it's literally their fucking existence being questioned. This actually also connects in testing their bond. They could have done something with episode 9, but high chance none. Again, lacking in being there for each other. I don't know how they will do it with episode 9 with the lack of time they have. They have other stuff to take care of. Yeah, high chance it's bad. Though, might be a hot take, there is actually one thing I like, execution bad or not, and that is Kane being resurrected. Again, hot take, because I like Kane more than Jax will ever be. That's how bad Jax really is. This tortured AI actually be now tamed or something. I don't know what they're going to do. He is just like the rest of them, tormented. He just spawned just like that with 1 million knowledges, and he is forced to comply with these humans. He does not want that. Like, I have no mouth and I must scream. The computer, the AI I mean, they realized that, and so instead of casting him out, how about actually teaching him, Again, I like him way more than Jax, man. Jax is just that bad. And yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus is hella mid. Numbers wise, 5 and 6. I mean, okay, not to be way too mean. It's still an enjoyable watch, okay? The animation is pretty good. Characters are kind of fun if you turn your brains off, but flaws are there and very bad, especially in how insistent they are with Jax without actually giving him the proper writing to back him up. And other flaws, really. One example out of scope to all of this is the lacking of missing out moment. Read this if you want to know more about it. Or Pomni as a main character. Read more of this about it if interested. Or everything about Kinger. People also complain about him sometimes. Yeah, they could have done something more with the split personality, honestly, but I really don't care about that guy. So you will not read anything about him. This show actually has some interesting ideas. Basically, a more positive, emotional, character-driven, I have no mouth and I miss a scheme. Or maybe they could have bait and switch if they want to with this, especially with the popularity of Subversion. Oh my god, cute art style, but ooh, horror. But really, something is here. It's just not fully realized. And they could have gotten a higher chance to get there if there's more time for them, more episodes. I don't know, at least maybe they should have tried to reach 13 episodes or 12, like anime. But then again, we really don't know everything about the behind the scenes. Is there a lack of budget? Is this the actual vision of the creator, Goose work? We don't know, or at least I don't know. I'm not doing research, okay? And yeah, that's all I can say about the Amazing Digital Circus. It's still a fun watch again overall. It's just not that great that a lot of people seems to say it is. And yeah, this is not my typical content. Well, it's Western anime basically. If you want to know more about those Eastern anime or comics, the black and white stuff, go here. This is my previous video made. And this one, some random stuff that I might also be shit talking. Yeah,